Hello and welcome to my course on securing legacy Jakarta Enterprise Edition 8 applications using Spring Framework version 5. In this course, you'll gain a solid understanding of Spring Security, a powerful and flexible framework used for managing authentication, authorization, and applying security best practices to your applications. We'll cover key features of Spring Security, explore how it integrates with Jakarta Enterprise Edition 8, and discuss alternative options, along with why Spring Security remains the preferred choice. The technologies we'll focus on include Spring 5, Jakarta Enterprise Edition 8, OpenJDK 11, and modern security standards like OAuth 2.0 and JSON Web Tokens. Whether you're dealing with legacy code or planning an upgrade path, this course will help you apply robust security practices to your Java applications. Now let's go over the core security concepts and how to set up Spring Security in your project. First, we start with authentication. This is the process of verifying that the user is the actual user and not an impersonating hacker. In practical terms, it means checking a username and password or validating a token like a JWT to confirm that the request comes from a legitimate source. Next is authorization. Once a user is authenticated, authorization determines what they are allowed to do. Are they permitted access to a specific URL, execute a method, or view certain data? Spring Security helps you define those rules cleanly and consistently. The third key concept is security filters. Spring Security works through a customizable filter chain that intercepts incoming HTTP requests. Each filter performs a specific role, like checking for a logging, validating a CSRF token, or enforcing role-based access. Understanding how this chain works is critical to customizing your application's security posture. Now let's talk about how to get your project set up. We start by adding the necessary dependencies. Spring Boot's starter security in our case. Even if you're not using Spring Boot, this starter brings in all the essential Spring Security libraries. Then you'll configure your security filter chain using Java-based configuration. This is the modern replacement for the older web security configurer adapter, which has now been deprecated. At this stage, you can set up basic HTTP authentication. This lets you quickly test your configuration by protecting an endpoint and seeing if the login prompt appears when you try to access it without credentials. And here's a pro tips. Use Spring Initializer to quickly generate your project structure with the correct dependencies preloaded. It's a great way to avoid missing any required configuration when starting from scratch. In the next section, we'll explore how to customize these components and integrate them into a Jakarta Enterprise Edition 8 environment effectively. And that concludes this tutorial. I will see you in the next one.